after midday, soulmates. This is me once again, your soulmate charm. And for today's video, I'm going to share with you on how to process a family reunification visa. But before I continue, shout out to all of my subscribers in the Philippines and in Denmark. In the Philippines, specifically in Cebu, maayong udto, and in Denmark, go after midday. So a little trivia lang guys, here in Denmark they have a lot of like time of the day, like 6 they have morn, which is morning. They have 4 midday, which is before noon, and then they have midday, which is 12 noon to 1. Then after that, after midday, and then after nothing there. So there's a lot guys. So but if you're not sure, just say hi. So if you if someone says hi to you, there. But again, going back for today's video, I'll be sharing to you how to process a family reunification visa. So what is a family reunification visa, guys? This is a type of visa. Not sure if this is just for Denmark or this is also available in other Schengen countries in Europe. This is a type of visa where a family member, spouse, or anyone who is already a Danish citizen will petition you to come here to stay with them, to reunite with them here in Denmark. So so right now my status is I have a temporary residence permit, good for 2 years. However, that is not as easy as that. In order for you to really get that 2 years, you need to pass you need to meet some conditions which will be mentioned on the website that I will be showing you later. But the most critical is really passing their language test or language exams, A1 and A2. I'm done with my A1. However, with my A2 I'm still challenged with it, so hopefully I can pass that soon. You need to pass A1 within 6 months of staying here and A2 within 9 months. So there. So without further ado, I will share you the process, the requirements and everything in between on the next clip. So see you there. Alright, so yeah, this is how to process a family reunification visa for Denmark. So same as website in applying visit visa, you need to go to nyidenmark.dk. So there, you can Google it or you can type it directly in your browser. So there, actually it's already detailed in the website. So this visa, type of visa, is for those who have spouse, partner, parent, or another family member living in Denmark. So there, your family member is a Danish citizen. So if your spouse or partner is a citizen, parent or whatnot, sibling, if they have been granted a permanent residence permit or as a refugee. So if they don't have permanent residence permit yet, or they're not Danish citizen, this is not applicable for you. So there's a question. So if no, then it's not applicable for you. So in my case, I'm a spouse or partner. of a Danish citizen. So I need to go here. Otherwise, if your partner is a refugee in Denmark, let's say for example, they're from Russia, Ukraine, whatnot. So there. I'm sorry, I'm not feeling well really. So there, just click on this if you have spouse or partner, Danish citizen. So this applies to me. So when we applied also, guys, during my time, the expected maximum processing time was 7 months. Now it's already extended to 9 months. I'm not sure what's the reason. And also the fee is, yeah, just roughly same, 9,750 Denmark kroner. So yeah, so there are the informations that you need to know in this. You just really need to read it. So requirements, who can be granted, what type of residence. So for my case, just to share, my husband hired or paid an immigration lawyer to make it a little bit faster. And also, since this is our first time processing it, we don't have any experience, and also we don't want to rely much on what's the information online, though we can do it ourselves, but my husband preferred to make sure that the process is right, that we are guided on the right path. So I'm not sure how much was the lawyer, but pretty much everything here in Denmark is expensive. So yeah, I'm sorry. So there, in my case, we applied it last year of May, around May or June. I can't really recall the specific month, and we were approved around November. So I arrived here in Denmark November of 2022. So roughly I'm around 6 or 7 months staying here in Denmark already. So there, pretty much, yeah, who can be granted. So it's there. There are, so for me, I am a spouse or partner of a Danish citizen. There, the last one. So just check whatever applies to you guys. Requirements. So there, pretty much there's a lot of requirements from your partner, the one living in Denmark or the one who is like a permanent resident in Denmark. So there. There. And you also need to be at least 24 years old, guys, if you're applying for spouse, or if your spouse partner is Danish. So there, so if you're still 21 or 22, you cannot apply for that, or anything below 24. There, so pretty much everything is understandable there. So this applies to the applicant. So in my case, that was me and my husband, or that was me. So these are the requirements. You need to have visited Denmark at least once. So yeah, you need to visit Denmark either via tourist or Schengen visa or visit visa, either of those. So yeah, what the others are doing, guys, I've read it online. They process Schengen visa, and then they get married here, and then they process it here. So you have two ways to process it as well. Either you're in Denmark, process it here, or you're outside Denmark through a third party agency. Like in my case, I process it through VFS. So there, you need to fulfill the part of integration. So language test, you can just take that once you're here, once the visa is approved. You need to have worked full-time for at least 3 to 5 years. So you just need to fulfill 4 out of a total of 6. So 3 of the conditions apply to the applicant, which is me in this case, and that 3 apply to the spouse. So you need to meet 3. So since it's 4, so in my case, I meet the work full time, and I also have had education at least 1 year. And then of course I need to pass the A1 and A2 Danish exam. That would be done once you already are here, or once. And then I also visited Denmark at least once. So there, pretty much the requirements and the need to know informations are here in this website, and they're really like user friendly, guys. How to apply, so there, you just need to follow the steps here. So pretty much that's it. So for the biometrics, which is the last part of the process, if you're in Denmark, you can have your biometric in the embassy. I think it's in Copenhagen. If you're outside Denmark, you can do it via BFS. There, you can also submit your requirements via BFS, or if you're in Denmark, in Copenhagen. There, guys. If you're asking if it's complicated or if it's challenging, yeah, a little bit, because not only that it's costly, there's money involved, the time, there's time, effort, the stress of waiting, and the anxiety of waiting if it will be approved or not. I would suggest, if your partner in Denmark can afford an immigration lawyer, you can also hire one so that you will be guided accordingly. But if you are confident that you can do it by just checking information online, you can also do that. That would be practical for others. So also for Denmark, visa processing, I guess in our case, all the requirements, we submitted it digitally. I sent it to my husband, and then he submitted it to the immigration lawyer. So there, pretty much that's it, guys. If you don't have work, that's not really, I guess that's not really a problem, because you just need to meet at least 3. If you had an education, if you visited Denmark, and the third one is you need to pass the language exam here in Denmark. So that's already 3 conditions met. So it's not necessarily needed that you have work, but it's an advantage, or it's like and also an edge in applying for the visa. So that's it, guys. That's Family Reunification Visa. So once you're approved, you will be given a temporary residence card. So that's valid for 2 years. That's what I have right now. So while you have that, you need to process everything here. So you need to pass the exam here, and once you pass it, you need to renew that after 2 years, and so on and so forth. So yeah, if you have questions or anything that you don't understand on the website, you can always comment, put in the comments below, and I'll be happy to answer your questions, guys, about how to process Family Reunification Visa. So I guess that's it for me. Good luck to those who would like to process it, and good luck to those who are waiting for the approval from the Danish immigration. You can do it, guys. VCs. Alright, so that's the process on how your family members, either husband or whatnot, can get you from where you are in the world. Like, you can reunite with them or live with them here. And then hope you learned something, and if you have questions or any suggestions or just anything in mind, don't forget to write on comments below. And those who are not subscribed to my channel yet, please do subscribe, like, and share. If you know anyone who is living here in Denmark, or has a partner in Denmark or whatnot, please share this video with them if you think this can help. So this is it for now, soulmates. Vi ses i min næste video. Farvel!